Greetings, my fellow people. My name is Ryan Martin, and welcome back to The Impact, the second episode of the show. And today is a very exciting day. I'm joined with none other but the man himself. I'm not going to say much on behalf of him, but he's going to explain much about himself.
Greetings, Mr. Martin.
I'm so excited to see you today.
I'm so very excited to be here.
It's another day that the Lord has made. You have been such an inspiration to the entertainment industry. Personally, for me, by just watching some of your videos and some of the collaborations that you have made over this past years, that was so amazing. It was one of the incredible stuff that I said that I've seen people who can dance, but the kind of the way you do your dances and your moves, it's something that I've never actually seen. The way you control your body, the way you move, it's like you were born with the thing, you were born with the gift itself. So today I'm so happy that we are getting to sit down and we are getting to discuss and to get to know you better so that even the world out there, they get to know who you are. So I think I'll be so happy if you could start by telling us, who are you?
That's not a very easy question, sir, to answer, but I will try to answer as best as I can.
Okay.
Right. So my name is Chitima Henry Kazenda.
Henry Kazenda.
Yes. I usually go by the name Chiti Main.
What does that mean?
So I came up with this name. It was so simple. Because I was in India. I'm still in India currently, as we speak. So it's usually given by the initials I-N-D. So I just put I-N at the end of Chitima. Then it became Chiti Main.
Chiti Main.
Then after that, it began to create like its own kind of identity. This Chiti Main identity. It was not intended. It just it happened of itself. It's a creation of its own.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they call me Chiti Main. You can call me Chiti Main.
So where are you originally from?
I'm from Zambia, sir.
From Zambia.
Zambia, Lusaka.
Zambia, Lusaka. And
Born and raised.
what's your native language there?
The native language in Zambia, well, there are mainly two.
Okay.
There's Chinyanja and Bemba.
And Bemba.
Right.
Okay. It sounds like Shona.
Yes, actually, a few of my friends from Zimbabwe tell me that they have heard this name, Kazembe, and Chitima, both of those names. That you have these names in Shona.
In Shona, because Chitima, it's a train.
Yes, that's exactly what my name means. It means a steam train, those old-fashioned steam trains.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite of interesting.
It's very interesting stuff, sir.
Yeah. So tell me something about your community where you grew up. What is it like exactly growing up in Zambia and your society?
Growing up in Zambia, well, it's all right, I would say. But one thing I would really like to change, sorry if I'm so rash as to jump into this already, but it's just a few mindsets, right? Because I believe the youth are the most important things on the earth.
Exactly.
And so they need to be cherished. So the mind has to be sharpened very nicely, like a blade.
Because that's the future of the world.
Exactly. A good swordsman sharpens his blade, but he always keeps it restrained. So that's virtue. Having a sharp blade and not being able to use it. My main focus is on the youth, and I can't quite really give too much detail about my upbringing, but I was brought up by my mother. and she's helped me through everything, and I'm so very grateful for her.
She has been the super queen.
She's been my mom and my father.
Wow, this is great.
She's done more than sacrifice.
They go out of their comfort zone just to give us a better life. Okay, what would you describe your society like? Can we say like it's a society where you can say it's a middle class society, or it's a high class society, or it's a lower class society? What is it like, the society that you're coming from?
I'm coming from quite a mixed society because I've been to all walks of these societies. Growing up, I've moved a lot from place to place. So I've never really stayed in one place for such a long time.
I understand.
So we'd always move from place to place with my mother. So we have a place in Rhodes Park. This is in Lusaka, in the capital city of Zambia.
Okay, it's
Rhodes Park.
Rhodes Park.
Yeah.
So the capital city of Zambia is what?
Lusaka.
Lusaka.
Yes.
Okay. Rhodes Park.
This is a town.
Kind of
yeah.
suburb, something like that.
Of course.
Oh, that's nice. I've never been there, and I look forward.
I would like to give you a tour anytime you come through in Zambia.
Definitely.
Whoever is welcome is
welcome. I'm waiting for that because Zambia, it's like home.
Yeah, of
because
course.
I'm from Zimbabwe, and you know the long history in one nation.
Northern Rhodesia, Southern Rhodesia.
Exactly. And we know like we share Kariba Dam as well, the source of our electricity in Zimbabwe.
100%. And we also share Victoria Falls.
Yeah. That's a lot.
But ultimately, we all share life, which is good enough for me.
Definitely.
So anytime, sir, you're welcome to my place.
And I'm so happy.
Welcome you with open hands.
Anytime.
I'll take you on a trip down memory lane. Yeah?
Sure.
All right. So, really, I started to dance in 2014. Because before I used to dance a little bit, but just for the fun of it. Nothing serious. But I would like to make a dedication to one person who really inspired me. Namuje Chilonda.
Okay. Where is he from?
He's from Zambia.
Oh.
Yes.
A dancer.
He was my senior. I was in 10th standard. He was in 12th standard. So he had graduated, right? So the time I was in 11th standard, he had come a year after to give a performance, right, as a graduate of the school. So he was the school dancer. So there's this one performance he gave. I don't know what about that performance, but after I saw that, I automatically knew what I wanted to do. I just had this feeling of knowing what to do. Because people would always tell me, you're a very flexible guy, your gestures, because I've got a lot of gestures.
Exactly.
And they're very dramatic. I exaggerate a lot of things to communicate, of course, because English is very insufficient. You have to use gestures.
Gestures as well.
So people tell me, you're very flexible, you should try dancing. So, yeah, those thoughts were just in the mind at that time. But after that performance, it kind of just like focused everything on one thing.
It just binded you together in one.
And to be very honest with you, I was not good at dancing. I still don't feel I'm good at dancing. I don't even know why I'm here, but if you say so, I appreciate it.
It's hard to believe when you say that, though.
Yeah. I'm really being as down to earth as I possibly can. I'll be very honest with you, sir.
So I think from 2014 up to this very day, you have been dancing.
Yes, exactly.
And what triggered you to start that in India? Because as I look at the time difference from 2014 up to 2019, there's a space between of years.
I had very good friends around, a good circle of friends. So they always motivated me and supported me. And I'll never forget.
Your friend has been your inspiration.
They've been my inspiration. My friends have always been my inspiration. Story of my life, my friends are my inspiration.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Family, friends,
Family, friends.
the band you
Because,
want.
you know, something strange. Even my mom supports me. You know, she used to support me back then,
Mhm.
even though she wanted me to pursue education.
Education more
But
than
anytime I would tell her, "Oh, mom, you know, there's a dancing gig. I want
exactly.
to attend it. This,
I want
this,
to
that.
attend.
You know, I don't have money. Should be understanding about it." I say, "Oh, okay, okay, son, you go do
You
your
can
thing."
go.
But she never really thought of it in a career kind of way.
Kind of way.
But just as a hobby
Mhm.
kind of thing, that's how it was to her. But she still took it with very good concern.
Mm.
She was very cautious about it, and she helped me every time. So I'm very grateful for having that support. Not many people have the support from their family.
Exactly.
So this is one thing I do cherish. I guess that's what makes me the way I am today.
That support. Because
that support system is very strong. My brother too. My elder brother.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, I've had like friends, you know, like this issue when it comes to career and education. You know, sometimes what we might want as youth to pursue, sometimes our family might not have the same vision as ours. Definitely. Wow. So, you know, I've seen you in so many competitions, and I've not been able to keep track of some of the competitions that you have participated in. But it turns out to me, like, as I've been watching some of your trailers and some of your teasers on your social pages, you have engaged yourself in different competitions and you have won good prizes from them and you have made much of good achievements. But I never like got to find out to know like what was this event. So I would want to know like in India, what were your biggest collaborations?
Okay. We'll start way back. There's the ordinary Doom.
Okay.
The Doom festival that happens in the Para University. That one, I participated with my friend, my very close friend, Josh.
Okay.
Josh Opiri.
Josh.
T.Y. Tronic.
Where is he from, that guy?
He's from Zambia too.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Josh is also one of the very most important pillars that have helped me be stable because he shares the vision that I have. So together we are stronger.
Exactly.
And we're always rising like that. So there was the Doom, and there's this at Neha University, Horizon. I won Mr. Horizon 2018.
Where is Mr. Horizon? It happens where?
It's in the university, in Nirma University.
In India?
Ahmedabad.
Okay.
Right. There was some celebrity, a gamer, who was the judge. Yeah. He was taken by my performance, so he chose me.
Okay.
As Mr. Horizon. Mr. Horizon is kind of the title they give to the people's choice.
People's choice. Among all of them.
Kind of thing.
And how many competitors were there for that event?
So many. I couldn't even meet all of them. I just met very few of them. And
you made it. Wow.
Jolio Gymkhana.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Tell us about that production house
Vijaythalapathy.
How you get to, you know, like to be part of that project, and what was it like for you to be part of that project? Because of some of the projects, this is one of the biggest projects that I've seen that you've done, that even everybody even talks about that project.
We were coordinated to a shoot. So we've done a couple of shoots in the industry in southern India. We traveled to Hyderabad to do different kinds of shoots with different production houses. So in this particular production house, this was Sun. Sun Production.
Okay. Sun
So,
Production.
yeah.
Mm.
So this one had Vijaythalapathy. It was a movie that was released recently.
Okay.
I think this year.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, Beast. It's on Netflix. So
What?
yeah.
So you saying that that song is part of the movie?
Yes.
So meaning you
So this was
and that movie.
yeah, this was the marketing. The marketing, so the way it works in the industries,
Mm.
usually when there's a song release, like that audio you just told me about, it doesn't come out as a music video necessarily per se all the time. Because it's usually linked with a movie.
Oh, I see.
So this song is from a scene in the movie, towards the end, the last scene of the movie.
Of the movie.
Right. After Vijaythalapathy, the actor saves the actress.
Okay.
Pooja Hegde. Yeah.
The kind of a romantic situation
romantic
there.
situation. So now they now have this fun now.
Okay.
That's how you see the video is very joyful.
Joyful.
Exactly. It just sounds.
So what does that mean? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea, really, to be honest, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And if I'm going to be 100% honest, it was a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Because the people working behind it, I love them so much. The choreographer, Johnny Master.
Okay.
So he choreographs many other dancers in the industry. So he's one of the major choreographers. So he's like a father to me. He's like a father figure to me. Okay. Right. So he loves me so much. He loves me and Josh so much. So like anytime he has a project he's doing, he's going to call me. He's choreographers will call me. Then we come there and do it. So like this is what he told me, right? We're on set and I'm like, yeah, master, so what do we do? Because we call him master, right? Exactly. So he was like, okay, no worry, you just do whatever you want to do. I was like, wait, what? What? You're not going to direct me, sir? Yeah. It's like, no, you just, however you feel it, do it. And that's his thing, Castle Dacha. Castle Dacha. Castle Dacha. It's like slang, it's like. Okay. Yeah, so, he just told me, you just be you, be free, because I'm usually an expressive kind of person. So I like to lighten up the moment. Exactly. When I see people, I like to
brighten up things, cheer up people,
talk, have jokes. So I always do this, so he developed a liking for me. So he was like, whatever you're doing is working. Just do that. Just do that. Yeah. So like if you watch the video closely, some of the scenes, you see that it's not quite, it's just me having fun. Really.
Yeah, like, I think your expression, it's one of the things that binds up the expression of the song. Because actually, when I looked at it, I'd say like, this is real fun. Because your expressions and the way that you moved with that, is it an accordion, something like that? That kind of thing you were playing, something just like passing through. That was the like the eye-catching moment. I say like, yeah. This is now another level. Oh, really? Yes, all along I just thought like maybe the director said like, I want you to move from this point, but you are telling me like, he was just like, please have it your own way.
He would give me some tips on what things to do. Of course, like would have at least something organized, but freestyling, but within that boundary. You understand, right? Yeah. So very good creative space working with Johnny Master. It's a privilege. I'll be back again in India very shortly to work with him again. Wow. I always work with him.
Wonderful. So meaning like we're expecting something apart from this video that you've done with them. We're expecting more projects in future.
There are more projects to come.
Wow.
Some haven't yet been released.
Wow.
Yeah, about 2 movies. So don't worry about it, sis.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be seeing me soon again.
Man, my brother, it's quite a privilege. I'm so
The
happy
privilege is mine.
and excited to be discussing this because, you know, mainly one thing that I remember when we discussed about this day that we are going to have this interview and discuss, one thing that actually moved me when I was discussing with you is the impact that you have made and actually the relationship that you have built in that industry. It just showed me like, as long as you blend in well with the society and to understand people with their culture, you'll be able, like to make something good for yourself. And that was much of an impact to the youth. Like it gives a different perspective, honestly. Because some people they don't understand, like they think like maybe approaching these people, working with them, it might not be easy. But you handling that project told us like no, we can build relationships, like through that, and we can get along so well. And I say like, okay, whatever that I have to express myself in the end of this industry, meeting people and like collaborating with people. From that moment, you became an inspiration to me and say like, no, anything is possible. If he can do it, we can also do it. Because what you build, it's not just like only a close relationship between you and the production team, but it's a relationship, an international relationship, that a picture that you have brought to the world, that guys, no matter regarding race, culture and religion, we can still come together as one and make something which is good that can change the world. So, my people, this is the impact for you. And today I'm so excited. As you can see, there is a story behind which is so interesting. And one thing that I'm so excited is this: we are going to have this again as we look forward to the upcoming projects that are coming from the man himself, Chiti. So stay tuned and watch the impact. And don't forget to catch our episodes, lifetime updates, as well as Seven Visual Arts, as well as Rostrum, as well as Yoga Behind Times. We thank you so much. And right now, we are just going to hear a few remarks from the artist himself as he encouraged us what is his personal goal and vision. Of course, he has shared just a brief about it, but we just want to hear his final message, the message that is encouraging to the youth. As we have heard from him, he's concerned about the youth because he believes that the youth has what it takes to change the world. So we are going to listen to him as he gives us a brief information and what he thinks that it can make a great impact to the world. Because our future is within the youth. If we do not empower the youth, we are killing our future. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the impact, the talk show of the people, the talk show of the generation, coming at your last second. So let's hear from the man himself, something that can change your life as well. Honestly speaking, the youth need salvation. The youth need revival. Because what's happening is this: like the youth, we tend to be people who are not focused about the future of where we're going. It's only a few of us who really understand what the future is like. Some of them, they don't even have a vision of where they're going and where they want to end up. But we have found ourselves in a situation of drug abuse to the youth because of depression and social, pressure from the surroundings. Because a lot of things are happening in the world, and everyone is just looking for that one loophole, a place where you can sit down, chill out, hang out, and like let it out, just to forget as everything is fine. But the thing about humanity, if we don't stick together to fix the problems, our world will never be better. We are not supposed to run away from problems, but to deal with problems, to fix them, though, so that our future will be nice. So I don't know what's your encouragement to the youth that you can think like this can have a greater impact. It can change the future for our generation, and we can also guarantee our old aged people and tell them that no, we are alive and we are totally going to have something in future. What can you say?
Wow,
It's interesting.
that's very interesting indeed, sir. Okay, so I have a few remarks to say then.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand one thing. We all have the same feelings.
Mm-hmm.
We share the same conscious. So we all feel depression,
Mm-hmm.
right? Guilt,
Mm.
envy, lust, all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyment.
Yeah.
We feel these things,
Mm-hmm.
and this should always remind us that we are always the same, because it doesn't matter whether it's looking at it from your point of view or my point of view.
Exactly.
But the basic mainframe of your point of view is the same as my point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that things might appear hard
Exactly.
and look very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Life has that illusion, right? It's why it's physical.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
You feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel you're trapped.
Mm-hmm.
But it's far from it.
Exactly.
So you're actually very free.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this body we've been given, is to help us navigate.
Exactly.
To navigate through the earth.
Exactly.
The earth is where we belong.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings are organisms of the earth.
Of the earth.
100%. So we are just very much related to everyone.
Exactly.
So what really needs to happen is a sort of transformation of consciousness. The way we view things has to change.
Exactly. Our perspective.
Yes, because we are all too busy in our own personalities, our own egos, right? You want to do something in your own life, and you have your own problems in your own life.
Exactly.
So you're so focused on your own life that you screen out everything that's outside. But then it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
You have problems, but find that one thing that can never be taken away from you.
From you. The purpose.
Right. Because if you have this one thing, I would advise everyone works on their character. Have character, because character will give you attitude. And your attitude means that's the way you view life. Simply, that's how you go about life routinely. So if you model your character in such a way that the attitude towards life is open,
Exactly.
it's a 50-50. It's not a bad thing completely. It's not a good thing completely. It's just whatever it is that's ahead of you. Because we should always learn to look at facts.
Exactly.
That's how we solve problems. Because problems come from not looking at facts, by trying to ignore them.
Exactly.
And trying to cancel them out. But we can't do that. We have to acknowledge them.
Acknowledge them.
We don't try to pretend they don't exist.
Exactly.
They do exist. They're there. So we have to see them, sit with them, and then we see what we can do. Because we have to learn how to position things in our lives. Right? So I have to know where money belongs in my life. Right? I have to know where a relationship belongs in my life. Right? So that is the spirit of art. Art is being able to put things in their rightful places.
Yeah.
So if we learn how to do this, put things in the rightful places, then we get less anxiety, less depression, and we do what we want to do, and what we are capable of doing. because we are so capable of doing virtually anything.
Anything.
It's just up to you. What do you want to do? Because we all feel what goes on in the earth. We all experience, but we want to express what we experience. As human beings, that's what we do. We are very expressive. So to express how I feel, I have to develop, if for example, I want to express myself in stone. If I want to express myself in stone, I have to develop the skill and the discipline of a sculptor. Right? To be able to sculpt things.
Exactly.
So sculpting is chipping off what's irrelevant.
Exactly.
So a lot of our education is irrelevant. We haven't been educated in the right ways. There's a difference between information and education. Information is those things you see, papers and thoughts that have been written, recorded. But education, learning, is a different kind of process. It requires one to be completely with that thing.
Exactly.
Fully, with whole attention. So we have to be educated in the right sense, in that it's not only one path. There are infinite paths to life that one can walk.
Exactly.
So you have to be able to walk that path for yourself. Yeah. So that's all I have to say. And this path can be walked right now.
Exactly.
Like we are walking right now. Two friends having a good time.
Good time.
Walking in the park.
In the park.
Yeah. Hopefully holding hands or something. Birds chirping.
Chirping. Nature beautiful.
Beautiful
Complementing
stuff.
everything.
Right.
So my people, the impact for you. This is festive season. And before we sign out, we just want to say a very good Merry Christmas unto you. And this time, do something nice. Spread love across the globe. We are encouraging nothing but love among our people. Let's be civilized, as well as let's be humbled in the community. Let's stay with people and socialize so well. It's good for you to be happy with your neighbors. Do something nice for someone this time and make sure that everyone is happy at their best moment, at the best time, at their best seconds. So what I'm saying is this, like the impact for you, we are always there for you to motivate you and to make sure that you are living your life perfectly and to encourage you that there is no situation that we can say it cannot be solved. It's a lie. Everything is possible. Nothing is impossible. As long as you believe it, you dream it. Live within the dream. Bring it to life. Be confident with yourself and you can make it. It's too early for you to give up in life. There's still too much to see. Stay tuned. The impact for you as we sign up. Enjoy the day. Thank you. King, we have a great time. And thank you so much.